Hello and welcome. This is the Kia Nero. First question, is it, oh shit. What was the first question again? God damn it. Honestly, it's a 1.6 liter, 143 horsepower hybrid. I don't know what you're looking for, but if you're looking for speed, this just isn't it. With a starting price of $26,000, it goes all the way up to $40,000. This one's kind of in the middle. Actually not bad for a car that gets 50 miles to the gallon. Very much so, very green. Is it reliable? Well, this is probably one of the more reliable cars they've gotten. I'm not saying they're all completely 100% reliable, but I don't know. The car came out in 2016. The hybrids came out a few years later. You would think by now they'd have the reliability situated. You know, for a car that gets 53 miles to the gallon on average with an 11-gallon tank, you could see pretty close to 550 miles. That's not bad, realistically. It's overall not a bad car. There are a few niches about this car though. The biggest niche about it, the dashboard. The dashboard is a high shine, high gloss dash. So as you're looking into it, all I see is everything else a lot of times but what I need to see. So right now I can see my hands. It's just super duper duper reflective, and it's not good. It's really, really reflective. The sun hits it just right, you're almost blind. It's like looking at a damn mirror. When it comes down to storage, there really isn't much. There's this, what's in the doors, up here in the front, and what you got in the back. And honestly, it's pretty piss poor, but not the end of the world. For $33,000, is it cheap? I mean, in today's standard, when the average car price is $50,000, it's not cheap, realistically. Nothing's cheap anymore, but it makes sense? 50 miles a gallon, $33,000, you know, just under 600 miles per tank. At the end of the day, it's not the end of the world. It really isn't, if you really break it down. Here's the problem. Kia's reliability has never been one on the top of the board. You know, we've had the cars that get broken into just with a phone cable. You got cars that are caught on fire. It's just so on and so forth. And honestly, it's just, you know, you're the luck of the draw anymore. And that's for any dealership, the luck of the draw. The 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty does help matters, though. I will say that. That does help matters. It gives you a little bit more comfort, knowing that you could have a warranty for 10 years or 100,000. And I will say this, there's weird blind spots in this, and not blind spots I'm used to. So this rear view mirror section right here is so massive that it's almost always in the way. It's just huge. It's about a foot big of just space, and just space being taken over. Ride's pleasant, a lot of road noise. I can hear the wind pretty easily, especially when it picks up. The mirrors are weird. The mirrors are very weird, so whenever you're trying to get over, unless you have the cameras on there, you can't look over. You have this huge pillar here. It's just a lot of head movement you're trying to do just to make sure you can get over. That's pretty annoying. And then once again, this damn air and audio controls are all on one piece, and it's kind of annoying when you're trying to find it, and you have to, it's just hard to navigate. It really is. And what's weird about it is the centerpiece here, the center screen here, where it has got all the navigation, it has a slight tilt to it, to where it's not facing towards you, it's almost just facing completely flat. And it's kind of not needed. Why is it facing flat? I want it to face towards me. I want to feel like everything's around me. The starter, when you start the car, is in an odd position. It's way down here on the center console, which that's not the end of the world, it's just different. And why would you give me paddle shifters on a car that's nowhere near performance? And when you use them, it's still upshifts and downshifts for you. So what's the point of having them? But it is comfortable. It really is comfortable. Could I see myself having one of these? Yeah, actually I could. This isn't that bad of a car to where I would never want it. The only thing that really grabs my attention, if it was not hybrid, I wouldn't want it. I would not want it, because this is like a cross between a sedan car and an SUV, but it's more sedan because of how low it sits. It does sit pretty low for what this car's profile is. There is several versions of this. This is just the hybrid version, where you just put fuel in the tank and you keep on going on. The engine will charge the battery, and the battery will kick in every so often, especially at lower speeds. This one is a front-wheel drive car, which that's not a big deal anymore. But what blows my mind on this whole thing, realistically blows my mind, is the 1.6 liter 4-cylinder. Let's just start with that at first, okay? It is a very weak motor. I mean, it does the job. It does the job, if that's the only job we're looking for. But outside of that job, it's not great. If you're looking to pass 50 cars, it's going to take you a little bit to get around those 50 cars. It's not the most, once you get going, the inertia, the oomph is just not there. When you first like red light to go, it's got good. It's got really touchy pedal at that point. I mean, when you switch it into drive mode, it does turn red, everything gets exciting, and then you could just go for it. It does have a little more power at that point, because then it's not in eco mode. I mean, if you bought one of these cars, you're really not in a hurry for much of anything in life. And when you go with this version, the hybrid version, there's only like realistically 2 trims. You have this trim, and then you have the Prestige trim. It's either all or nothing, and it's kind of annoying. So I was talking to the guy who let me borrow this at the dealership there, and he was telling me that no one really likes these. They only get a handful every so often, and they don't sell very quickly. And the only thing I could think of is we're just so uptight on what is important that, you know, us Americans, we look at bigger, 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 bigger. And with that comes the price tag, price tag, price tag. But the occasional folks who don't want all that, this is what that car's for. This car is for that person who doesn't want all that big car and big expense. I mean, you have to understand, Kia's, what, number 7th? No, they're the top 10 car sales. Top 10. It's just a simple, plain Jane car. There's not more, there's not less. Has a sunroof, has 2 back seats, it's got a trunk space. And if you have a family, it will work. If you have a really big family, it'll work. Still, you just won't get the 50 miles to gallon. You'll probably get a hell of a lot less.